Hello students. In this video we will discuss three things. First, nature and the type of questions that can be asked in business studies question paper. Second, tips to solve case study. Third, types of questions that can be framed from chapter 1. Before proceeding to the topic, I want to say if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the new video, you get the notifications. Now just let's start with the first topic, that is nature and the type of questions that can be asked in business studies question paper. As you can see in the table, the total number of the questions that will be asked in the question paper is 34, and the paper is being divided into 4 parts: A, B, C, D and E. Weightage of the first part is 1 marks, B part 3 marks, C part 4 marks, D part 5 marks, E part 6 marks. The total case studies from all the part is 18 to 20, and the weightage will be 44 marks to 46 marks, and the weightage of direct questions are 34 marks to 36 marks, and the total direct questions are 16 to 14. Clear? Remember one thing, it's very important, if we want to score the very good marks, we should know the type of the questions, we should know the patterns. If we know the pattern and if we prepare according to the pattern, it becomes very easy for us to score the very good marks. And if the pattern is not clear to us, then whatever the efforts we put, it will go in vain. So very much clear with the pattern. Now the second topic which we will discuss right now is the case study, how to crack the case study. We have seen that the total number of the case studies are 18 to 20 and the weightage is 44 marks to 46 marks out of 80. To crack the case studies, we have to follow 5 steps. Number 1, be thorough with the chapter. In every chapter, only certain topics can be asked in the case study. We should know the topics that can be asked and be thorough with the topic. There is no need to learn each and every topic. Most of the topic can be asked in direct questions. Most of the topics can be asked in case study forms. While explaining you the chapter, I'll keep on telling you the type of the case studies which can be covered, which topics can be asked in case studies, which topics can be asked in direct questions. In this video also I'll explain that in how many case studies can be framed from the chapter 1 and how many direct questions can be framed from the chapter 1. So the first step we have seen that be thorough with the chapter. The second step which we have to follow is read and understand the question very carefully. Listen, before we start reading the case study, we should read the questions asked in the case study and try to understand the question. Third step is underline the keywords in the questions. Now we should read the case study. Remember, we should read the case study very slowly and very carefully. While reading, don't forget to underline the keywords. The fourth step that we have to follow is try to relate the keywords with the particular concept, that is related with the questions asked in the case study. Last step is explain the keywords, that is explain the particular concept highlighting the keywords. Hence the case study will be solved. When we see the type of the questions that will be asked in chapter 1 and when we crack the case study asked in the chapter 1, the thing will be much more clear to us. Now the next topic is we see the type of the questions that can be asked in chapter 1. Listen, chapter 1 we are having 7 topics. Out of the 7 topics, from the 5 topics the case study can be framed. Let us see the topic from where the case study can be framed. First, meaning of management. From this topic, in the case study, one has to identify and explain the elements of management. Element of the management are process, effective and efficient, and goal oriented. So in the case study, one of the element might be missing and we have to find out the element which is missing, or we have to tell which element is present in the case study. From the topic objective of management, in the case study, one has to identify the objectives and explain it in detail. Now, from the topic levels of management, in the case study, one has to identify the level and explain the functions to be performed by the people working at that level. And we have seen that in the management, we are having three levels: top level, middle level, and lower level. So we have to find out the levels and we have to tell the respective functions. The next topic from where the case study can be framed is nature of management. In the nature, we have seen that management is a process, management is a science, management is an art. So in the case study, we have to find out whether the particular person will be considered as a professional or is not considered as a professional, or the same thing, will it be a science or will it not be a science, or will it be an art or it will not be an art. The next topic from which the case study can be framed is coordination. From this topic, one has to identify and explain the quality of management which is lacking, because of which each department is performing activity in isolation. We have seen that because of the coordination, all the activities are interconnected, and in the absence of coordination, activity will be in isolation. So we have to find out why activity is in isolation. Now just let us see the case study so that the things become much more clear to us. As I told you, before reading the case study, the very first thing which we have to do is we have to read the question first. I read the question. Is Suraj effective in his work? Explain by giving a suitable reason in support of your answer. I repeat the question again. Is Suraj effective in his work? Listen, we know that effective is one of the element of the management. It means that we have to find out whether the element is missing or not. Now read the case study very slowly. Suraj works as a salesman in a company selling pet accessories and food. He has been giving a target of selling 1200 units of the food packets in a month by offering a maximum of 10% discount to his customer. The fourth step which I told you is try to relate the keywords with the particular concept. I have underlined the keyword, that is selling 1200 units, maximum discount 10%, discount offered 15%. Now try to relate it. The target which is being given to him is 1200. He has to complete this within 1 month, and while completing it, the maximum discount which he can offer is 10%. But let us see what happened. He got flunked to complete the target. Just to complete the target, he offered 15% discount. By offering 15% discount, he is in the position to complete the target on time. So he has completed the target. So we can say that Mr. Suraj has effectively completed the work. Why? Because he has completed the target, that is 1200 units of the food packets in a month he have sold. Students, here we have seen that he has completed the work on time. So he is effective in his work. But if we have to find out efficiency, then we can say that he should give the work with 10% discount. But he has completed the work with 15% discount. It means cost needed to complete the work is more. It means that he has not efficiently completed the work. So he is not efficient, but he is effective as he has completed the work on time. Here we can see how keywords can change results. Explaining the keywords, I'll say, yes, Suraj is effective in his work as he has been able to meet his monthly sales target of selling 1200 units of the food packets. I think you have learned with this example how to crack the case studies. From the remaining two topics, that is importance of management and characteristics of management, examiner may ask direct questions which are as follows. 1. Management is a group activity. Why? Why is it management a multidimensional? Or explain any four features of management. Or why management is important to an organization. Explain 4 points. Listen, these are the examples of the direct questions. Question can be more, but the direct question can be asked in this way. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. God bless you all.